like, I'm not joking when
What
I
if
say
he-
there are darker forces at play. Like, there is true evil at play there. Okay.
I feel like if we could unite all of these witches with Danhausen and also the TikTok tarot ladies. Shout out to you. Shout out to y'all. I think we could make an alliance, a rebellion to counter the dark magics.
There's a lot that we're gonna need. We're gonna need the power of America's mayor and his suit. Okay, that's what we need. Okay.
Yeah, you're right because the Mamdani effect is starting to take hold.
Like, we need that combined with like the Ewoks at the end of Star Wars after the second Death Star blows up. Like, we need that kind of energy in order to counteract that pure evil. Okay.
Are we talking pre-fed Ewoks or post-fed Ewoks?
Dude,
What's wrong with you?
The hate is so fucking worse. That's why I believe. We've got the information now. There are more bots than there are, actual users on the internet now.
Yes, that is true. That is true.
It's a bot army out there now. But
God,
none of that matters. Let's jump into the pod because we got to talk about Night of Champions, obviously. Forbidden Door still ahead of us because, it's earlier in the day.
I can't wait. Okay. Since we're talking about like having to make gripes and praises to get clicks, Alex, let's start one real quick.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
How dare they call it Night of Champions when that shit came on at like 3:00 in the afternoon or some shit?
I think it was like in Riyadh. It was at like 7.
Don't care. There was fucking Day of Champions.
Yeah.
It was wrong.
Yeah. I liked how like the 3 championship matches that we all got booked in the week leading up to the show.
Yep. Yeah. But I will say, there was some great matches to be had. There definitely was some standouts at Night of Champions.
But here's the overall, okay? The right result for almost every match.
Yeah. I think because they actually looked at the internet and saw, oh no, if we go with what we're thinking we're going to do, they're going to be real mad.
Okay. I saw a rumor about the main event. We'll get there when we get there, but we got to get through the rest of the show first, okay?
Yeah.
Opening up strong with Oba versus Jey. First 2 matches are on ESPN for free, basically, is how they keep advertising it.
Yeah, it's like the first hour or something like that.
Yeah. I'm not sure the exact delineation, if it's just like the matches or they have a certain time limit that it's they got to hit their time. Whatever. Okay?
Yeah.
Smart of them to do the King and Queen in the Ring matches in that segment, in my opinion. Because that's like, those are the ones that have had the most build to for this show,
Technically, yeah. Well, other than the Seth Rollins Braun Breaker, but that was kind of injuries and stuff kind of forced that to be delayed for a while till now.
And technically, it's a rematch. Okay.
Yeah. You are right. Yeah, you're right.
And
I do get it. I would say if they didn't do the first hour though on ESPN for everyone to see, I would not have booked these 2 as the openers.
No. We got here. Okay. Oba versus Jey. This should have been easy, right? This is one that we were actually cautious about going into because we were worried they were going to overbook it and fuck up, right?
Yes.
Instead, we got an actual ripper of a match showcasing how great Oba is without, bearing Jey whatsoever. They made Jey look real fucking strong. Okay.
I was gonna say, this is how I looked at this match as a whole. For a Jey Uso match, banger. For a Oba Femi match,
it was okay.
Bog standard.
Yeah, it It's okay.
Bog standard.
For like
Yeah.
an Oba. Yeah.
Yeah. I did like that Oba got a little bit of a run for his money. Because experience on Jay's side. They can play into him being an OG more, in my opinion.
Yeah. Like, Uso should be Ankh status at this point, right?
Yeah. It was not a bad match, though. I'm glad it went the way it did, because unless there was shenanigans, there was no way, in my opinion, at this point, with how gassed out Jay has been, that he would beat Oba Femi. So,
yeah, like, Jay has his moments. Like, well, let's throw our minds back, like, a year ago or whatever, when we were like kind of applauding, WWE for like reading the room, like, okay, Jay's over, give him his chance, and then they kind of just let it happen, and everybody got sick of him, and everybody saw how exposed he was in the main event scene, and then they didn't learn from it, and then they just kept going with it, and then they said, okay, what do we do now? Throw him back in a tag team with Jimmy and just revert him back to being, an underling in the bloodline, and then, oh, surprise, we're gonna make you try and convince you that he's worth it now, like he can be that guy, when we all saw how that went last time. This is a good use of the credibility they told us Jay had. Not the one that he actually has, the one that they told us he has. This was a good use of cashing in the credibility that they try to convince us he has.
Yeah, I feel like Jay actually, because of the fact that it's Oba Femi and there's less time on the clock usually with an Oba Femi match, he's able to fit everything in and not look as gassed out.
Absolutely.
And yeah, it played on his side very well, and plus the size difference I think really did a good favor for him. Because when the spear actually worked, it looked good against Oba. Like, oh, he's actually hurting that motherfucker's liver, he might not be able to drink tonight. So
yeah, I mean, what was it? This was sub 10 minutes,
Yes. Yeah, but it was longer for an Oba match, though.
Longer for an Oba match, sure. It's a big show. I think what the total runtime was like 2.5 hours, right? For the actual show itself. I think altogether the matches are less than an hour altogether. Hour and a half, maybe.
I was gonna say maybe just over.
Maybe just over. A lot of commercials. Lot of downtime still with this. It's almost it's unforgivable at certain points, but you just gotta tolerate it, I guess, because it's the only way.
We finished it this morning. We fell asleep. Like we started dinner when like I brought dinner down for us and set it down, and we turned it on. We were done eating before the Oba Femi match finished. And there was about 30 minutes before the match started, somewhere around there, 20 minutes.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, I had like, a pint of Ben and Jerry's during the main event, because I was just like, okay, well, this is still fucking going.
Yeah.
Jeez. I spent a lot of time fast forwarding.
God.
But
we passed out.
Yeah. Dude, it is what it is. Like, there have been weeks where I've passed out watching Raw or SmackDown live, especially those 3-hour SmackDowns in the Road Dogg era, where I've just fell asleep. It was watching it after the fact and being able to fast forward is the only saving grace I had. Really,
it's true though. It's true, because I know we bring this up a lot, and it's a big gripe that we have, but the amount of ads is absurd. It's absolutely absurd, especially for pay-per-view. I know they're PLEs,
but
whatever. These level events should not even have this level of advertising. I understand some. Sure, I'll concede some. This is ridiculous. Like, absolutely ridiculous.
Dude, it's just too much time in between. Like, I know you want to do like your big entrances for, a special show. Like, you want to treat it like an event. The matches are still like the same length though. So we're just filling time. Like, there's not promos. There's not anything else. There's no angles being developed outside of the ring, and it just feels so on. On that note, I want to give Oba Femi a ton of credit for cutting a hell of a promo post-match.
Oh, thank you. I was going to say, dude, we can't move on until we talk about that promo spot, because that was wild. That was wild. That came from the heart, man. You could tell he came up with half of that on the spot.
It felt good. It felt good. It felt strong. It felt within character. And it felt like, okay, we're doing the right thing at this right. We were pulling the trigger on the right guy at this time,
Mm-hmm. I think the only thing I would change, if I had to change anything at all, would be to have him place the crown on as he calls himself the king.
That's the thing with these King and Queen of the Ring tournaments these past several years, man. Like the crown, like not everybody wants to put it on because they feel goofy wearing it, Like it feels too costumey at times.
But with him though, I feel like because he's called the ruler, and then now he's calling himself the king because he's king of the ring.
Yeah.
It did make sense to me for him to wear it. Or just like be like, no, I want my own version, and like cast it aside or something.
Yeah.
We got the other half. We'll talk about in a second because it did go a different way with that. But that promo spot though, dude. If they don't know that he is so over and so good at what he does after that entrance and this promo spot, I don't know what WWE's thinking.
Here's the deal, right? I think they've got to be able to hear it and see it, because the second Jey gets done with his entrance, the second they are already chanting for Oba. Even before Jey runs it back, they are chanting for Oba. He's over as
and I love that no one can do his like
strut
thing, his little strut, like as him. Like I'm watching the crowd and they're all going like, yeah. I'm just like, no one. It doesn't matter what stadium you're in. You're so pumped from it. You can't do it right in the moment because you're just too jacked on adrenaline.
Yeah,
like you just can't.
It's the way it should be. Like he should be the only one to be able to do it properly, even though it's just a guy walk. It's the Ric Flair strut all over again. Like people will imitate it, but they won't be able to do it right.
My secret is in my head. I do chugga 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 choo choo.
That's Braun Strowman. That's gimmick infringement, and he's coming for you. Okay.
Oh, I'm sorry. Did I wake you? I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Oh my God. But yeah, Oba definitely was a standout from this night for me.
Absolutely standout. And now we get to look forward to what is actually going to be on his dance card for SummerSlam. Because
I have a theory.
I'm sure you do. Because let's face it, we're going to get more bloodline shenanigans coming out of this show. Jey was given his marching orders to go to King of the Ring, win it, and then challenge Cody Rhodes at SummerSlam to bring more gold to the bloodline. He failed at that. No surprise, because, he's going up against Oba and all that kind of shit. But more convoluted stuff spins out from this. Also, we still have the rubber match between Brock and Oba, which... going into this, I assumed was going to be at SummerSlam. It's in fucking Minnesota,
Yeah.
I assumed it was going to be, they're bringing out Brock for his big hometown show.
I have a theory.
Okay, this is the time to bust out the theories.
It's not though, because it hinges on something that happens in a little bit that we need to talk about. So
overall,
yes, I have a theory. I think because he did not show up at this match, something else is guaranteed to happen.
Yeah,
in my opinion,
something else is guaranteed.
I did expect him to show up though. I'm not gonna lie. I expected Oba to lose through shenanigans, and I was pleasantly surprised that he did not.
Yeah.
Because I feel like that's the only way that he could lose to Jey is through shenanigans. So.
And let's face it, like Jimmy's not gonna be enough.
No, it would take Roman as well.
Yeah, it would have to be. It would have to be.
And And then we would actually get to see like what it's like for Roman to be up against Oba, which might be a little premature. But I think it's inevitable no matter what. He is going to be facing Bloodline to some degree.
Bloodline's half the fucking roster, okay?
Yeah,
in
exactly.
some shape or form, the Bloodline is half the roster. He can't avoid it, unfortunately.
The Bloodline is WWE's Don Callis family.
Yeah, they have a monopoly on boys in WWE. But veering away from the boys, women's Queen of the Ring final. Before we get to the match, Danhausen is here to hype up the fucking crowd. Thank God.
Yeah.
I saw a cute little video of him doing like all the like Riyadh stuff where they just have like giant oversized like photo opportunities, and there's a giant Danhausen logo with his cartoon face, and he's just having the best time. And he's like doing like the Oba strut in front of like Oba's thing. Very cute.
I love it.
He comes out and he's just like super excited to be here because of course they're paying him insane money, undoubtedly. And he is more than happy to make that merch money. But he's interrupted by Liv, who wants Judgment Day's money back that he didn't steal from them. Just, you know,
nope.
There was an exchange that was had. Let's put it down.
I mean, Alex, if you heard him correctly, he didn't even know what money she was talking about.
Yeah. Like, so as far as he knows, you know, JD and Dom, they just left that money there.
Yeah. There was no agreements to be had.
Yeah. But God, Danhausen curses Liv, and she smacks she like boxes his ear. Like she doesn't slap him across the face. She like hits him like up in here, up in the top.
She cupped that shit. She cupped it.
Yeah, it was fucking great. I knocked his cape off.
Yeah, I was gonna say the way he spun and everything, the cape comes off. Like he's like, what the hell? And I love when she starts strutting away, and
you can just see him in the background still.
Yeah, and he points at her and he's like, "How dare you?"
I believe I heard him say, "You will rue this day." I believe
is that what he said?
I believe I heard the words "rue" come out of his mouth.
You know, Alex, you know it's serious business when someone busts out the word "rue."
Yeah.
So,
but
and
yes,
not speaking of a little kangaroo,
or you know, Seth and Becky's daughter.
Yeah, her too. I forgot about her.
Yeah. Oh God. But she is facing off Io Sky in the women's Queen of the Ring final. Look,
coming in with a 2-0 advantage on matches against Io. Io has not beaten Liv up until like at this point. This is her first chance at trying to beat her again.
Yeah. And let's face it, it's Io. It's gonna be a good match, right?
Yeah, you get a baseline.
Baseline, great match. Liv's been putting out, you know, pretty stellar performances for solidly over a year now. Ever since she came back from injury, I would say.
Yeah. I know that there was a potential injury with Sol Ruka from
a live show from London, I believe.
Yeah. Which she might have still been working on injury for all we know with this match. But she seemed fine. Yeah. It didn't seem like she was like limping or anything like that coming into this.
Yeah, it looked like just like she took a nasty bump and like something happened where, you know, she took a crossbody to like basically her calf is what it looks like in the footage. Just, you know, happens. Just the way it is, you know. But didn't sideline her, was able to show up, put on a fucking match with Io. Solid enough all the way around. This is where I'm going to start my sort of like overall theory because they're in fucking Saudi Arabia. I think the producers of the matches went up to all the wrestlers and say, like you get 1 or 2 spots in this match for the show, but don't take any other risks out there. We are not getting stuck in Saudi Arabia with anybody injured. I want kid gloves on for everybody.
I agree. Especially with this match. I think there was a little bit of extra safety going on because of what happened at that live show as well. this was a very toned down match for these two, because we've seen these two go balls to the wall. These two go crazy normally. And yeah, it was very toned down. It wasn't bad though. I'm not saying bad. No. It was just like a bog standard match that you would get from these two. You would expect.
I mean, obviously, like, the standout is the reversal into the double stomp on the chest, right?
Yes.
And beyond that, it was fine.
Well, there was the code red spot that looked really cool. That was kind of wild, where Liv jumped off the second rope in the middle, kind of weird, and did a whole arm drag and everything. But yeah, I guess Io got up on one of the barricades and jumped off, but that's really not that scary, because she just did a crossbody.
Yeah, that's it. You know, it was solid enough. Like, it there was nobody on the card who's like, we're stealing the show with our performance, you know?
Yes, and I guess to also lean into the point more, they did focus more on Liv trying to injure Io's legs.
Yeah.
Specifically, I think her left leg.
I believe so, yeah.
So which would lead into not seeing as much high flying stuff, basically. Yeah. So,
and thankfully, again, no outside interference. You know, no Raquel, no Roxanne, no JD, no Dom, none of them, you know, throwing their hat in the ring to screw things up in this.
They would stand out coming out from the crowd.
Yeah.
Like everybody would, because it was really only the kids that were wearing, for the most part, were wearing like what you would expect to see, like clothes that we would wear.
Yeah.
Because most of the dudes were wearing the red and white. I don't remember the name of it. I don't want to be disrespectful because I don't know it, so I'm not even going to say whatever the head thing is, and then the white robe.
Yeah. Now I could have sworn, you know, we talked about like a few shows back in like Saudi Arabia where we were like, you could actually see, you know, like young girls in the audience, and I didn't really see too many this show at all.
Not young girls. There was a mom when Io got up onto the barricade right outside the ring that like screamed real loud because she was super excited to have Io that close, like just like the kids that were right there too. But her and maybe one other woman, I couldn't really see any. They had these, like, I don't know if they were using their phones or light sticks. They
Something
had like a
that,
green light. Yeah. So it made it a little bit harder to see people in the farther back, but there was less women for sure though, because it was more noticeable.
Yeah.
The last time, which was what, Rumble or whatever.
There was like a time before that too, where we're like, there's a lot more women in the audience than we've seen previously, and now it seems to have like kind of reverted back.
And it could just be just coincidence.
It could just be the show, you know. They just didn't want to go to the show, you know. That's fine.
Especially with everything going on right around there.
Yeah.
Like, maybe not risk it.
That's fair. That's fair.
Yeah.
But speaking of not risking things, Io gets the win. You know.
It was very clear that was going to happen, Alex, because of that curse. The moment the curse happened, I literally looked over at Christina. I was like, I didn't care how they got to Liv losing this, but I'm happy she's losing it, because the moment the curse happened, I'm like, okay, we know how this is ending.
Yeah, we know how this is ending. They did show like a backstage thing of like Liv post match crashing out, being like, I'm not cursed. I'm not cursed. I'm not cursed. I'm not cursed. But no, you're cursed. And Io immediately challenges Liv for SummerSlam.
And Io puts on the crown.
Yes. And she does like,
and it looks,
yeah,
and it looks good on her. Looks real good on her.
She can sell without being corny, you know.
I know. Everything works for her. It doesn't. Even her outfit for Riyadh was awesome.
Both of them looked fantastic.
Yeah. I'll talk about Liv's in a second, but I have to say, Io's furry boots, loved it. So good. But Liv, basically dressing like Dom. I like that she had her like jaguar print onesie with like a red bottoms to it this time. I don't know if that was actually part of the onesie or like over top of it, but then the skeleton jacket, the leather skeleton jacket, baller as hell outfit.
Yeah, looked dope as fuck. I was all
her
about
boots
it.
are really cool too.
Yeah, with the what you have printed on the side of it. It's Dom's nickname for her, isn't it? Is Garita?
I think so. Yeah.
God, good stuff for like making them like.
Yeah, I think it's Guarita. Yeah.
Yeah, I honestly like. It's always a shame that we're in like Saudi Arabia and they have to make these changes for the women, but them being able to have the freedom to at least do something cool with their gear instead of just wearing a onesie and an oversized T-shirt is a nice change from the early days, at least.
Yeah, well, because it plays along into like their character, like what you see Liv in, you would expect her character to be in.
Yeah,
maybe not necessarily out wrestling normally, but that's well within reason for what her character would wear.
Yeah,
same thing with Io. Io's is like pop princess spy.
It's the Joshi shit,
It's
lots
great.
of tassels for all that good shit.
The furriest of boots.
Following that, though, we had the steel cage match between Seth and Braun. This is the one I would have liked to see go the other way. If I'm being completely honest, I would have liked to. Braun got the definitive win over Seth last time they faced off. I would have preferred it to just be like, no, Braun can beat Seth by himself without any extra help or anything like that, and we can move on. Because let's face it, the Vision hasn't been super effective since they were first formed, right?
Pretty much, yeah.
Yeah.
I would say Braun was really the standout when he joined, where it was like, okay, maybe this will go somewhere.
Right.
I will say I was on your side before this match. Because of the storytelling in the match.
Yeah.
I'm actually really happy with the outcome, and I think it will lead to something like more like a rocket boost for Braun Breaker.
Yeah, I mean, undoubtedly. I'm just saying, like, I would have. I want to. If they're gonna tell us that the Vision is going to be a threat for people on the roster, I want the results from the Vision doing things to make them a threat.
So I think this is them leaning the other way.
Yeah.
I think this is the turning point of what the Vision is, and I think this is the end.
Okay, let's tie in Raw here at this point as well, because they don't have the tag belts anymore. The Street Profits took them.
Nope. Yep.
So what power does the Vision have now at this point?
That's my point. I honestly, I think for at least for Braun, this is him leaving the Vision. This match.
Sure. At this point,
that's my opinion with how this went. Let's talk about the match real quick, because I just so people understand why I have the point that I have. This match was a big back and forth, just brawl for a bit inside the cage. They had every toy they could want.
I mean, they opened up, both of them tossing in their favorite plunder for the match before they even started. Like they set the stage very early on. Like, nope, I need kendo sticks, I need tables, I need chairs, I need a trash can. Give me everything.
I gotta say, the tables being behind the ropes and against the fence made it look like they had thrown steps in for a little bit.
Yeah,
like I had for like a solid minute, maybe two, was looking at them like, when did they throw steps in there? I don't remember steps being thrown in. That's weird.
Yeah.
But then we had an angle in their fucking tables. I'm like, oh, it's tables. Oh yeah.
Yeah. God.
But this was a great back and forth with these two in the very beginning, with showing off like just balls to the wall energy. I think this is like the one match of the night where the producer said, hey, please take it easy, and these guys said, fuck you.
Yeah. I mean, no more apparent than the superplex off the top of the cage through the table.
Holy shit, dude. Okay, but before we get to that, what looked like would be a minor incident of just Seth just kind of slamming Braun's head against the fence turned out to be the bloodiest moment because his eyebrow got pinched, I think, in between the two spots, and it ripped off a chunk of his eyebrow. And then, which there was no blood for like a minute. For like a solid minute, there was no blood, and all of a sudden it just started pouring out.
Yeah, here's the deal, though. Here's where I think that really came to be a factor was after that superplex, because a part of the table, like the edge of it, caught him in like the temple after he went through it, and I think that's what did it. I think that's what actually started it going.
Well, because it was bleeding before the table spot technically, but it was just a little bit. It was like a trickle.
Yeah, this just opened up the tap.
Because after the table, it's just like all over. This was definitely experience versus raw potential. Yeah, very much type of match where, you know, Seth's been on that other side where he was that raw potential, but he's aged, so his experience in the ring has guided him now through the pain and everything, and having to change his moveset, all that. Braun's on that beginning end, and after that superplex, Seth is trying to get the stomp off onto Braun, and Braun stops him, just puts his hands up. Yeah. And he's like, no. And I was just as shocked as Seth was. I know, you know, outside of kayfabe, they knew they were going to do this.
Yeah, of course.
Inside of it was like, oh shit, wait, what? Okay, sorry. Because I know if I was mid-fight and someone was like, oh God, like this, I'd probably be like, oh shit, what am I doing? Yeah. And he's like, ugh. And then he rages and tries to get back into it. And Seth just fucking stomps him out and pins him. But I think that was a turning point for his character, in my opinion. Yeah. He realized Seth is better than me.
Well, yeah. I mean, in kayfabe and out of kayfabe, yes, he is. Like, let's face the weakest part of Seth is always going to be his character. Okay? Because he is like this guy who presents himself as, you know, like he likes to use the moniker, a revolutionary, a visionary, all of these things, when in reality, all he is a corporate lapdog. Because that's what he always is. Like, he always, like, you know, he betrayed the Shield for the Authority. He went up against CM Punk because CM Punk was an outsider who talked trash about the company he works for. That's what Seth is. Seth is a corporate lapdog that presents himself as something beyond that when we know he's not. But that's the weak part about him. Like, everything else you can enjoy about Seth Rollins. Like, people like singing along to his music. He tries to put on great matches. Sometimes his body doesn't keep up with it, but he tries, you know? He cares about it, you know?
This was just shy of a perfect match, in my opinion.
Yeah.
Mainly because of the storytelling.
And they tightened it up.
Obviously, there was crazy spots, but yeah.
They tightened it up from the last time that they faced off against each other, where they had a lot of slip-ups.
Yeah. This was a lot better than their last outing, for sure. Like, a million times better.
Yeah, and it's a stepped-up match. You know, it's a steel cage. It's a shortcut. Of course, it's going to get a boost from that. But overall, they did a better job together.
Yeah, well, honestly, to me, the standout of this match was the storytelling inside the ring. Yeah. Both of these guys are getting shit off their chest against each other, just beating the hell out of each other, trying to show who's better. And experience ends up winning against raw potential. Yeah. But not for a lack of trying, though. Like, even in his last attempt, like, Braun gave it his all, getting up again and trying. Like, I feel like we might see a reuniting of these two after the fall of the Vision. Yeah, I could definitely see that. That could be the fall of the Vision.
It could be. I mean, let's face it. Like, what is the Vision without Seth and Paul Heyman? It's nothing. It's a mediocre tag team. Because, let's face it, like, the whole point of the Vision was to get Braun and Bronson Reed over initially. It was to give Seth some muscle and give these guys time to, get in front of the crowd and make them legitimized as, big players on the stage. So far, I feel like you could do that with Braun Breaker. I feel like that now is the time to start, positioning him closer to the top of the card, making him a challenger for one of the main titles. I feel like now is the time that you can start doing that with him. Bronson Reed, he's been injured. He's training. He's doing physical rehab, all that kind of stuff.
Too. He's looking good.
He's looking real fuck. He's looking mean as fuck. I like that. I'm excited for when he comes back.
He's meteor.
Which is saying something. Meteor. Which is saying something. Because Jesus, boy was big to begin with.
And it's all muscle. It's all muscle too. The dude's getting more jacked. It's crazy.
Yeah. The real test is going to be what they do with, Logan Paul and Austin Theory coming out of it. Because Logan Paul, people are going to boo him regardless because they hate him as a person. Theory is the litmus test of what they can figure. They haven't found what fits Austin Theory his entire career.
That's it. I think because none of it comes across as authentic ever.
Yeah.
I'm not going to blame the kid for it.
No.
It's probably creative forcing him to do a lot of this, and he's not into it or doesn't know how to get it to work. But I feel like if they just allowed him to just do his own thing with a character, I bet something could come from it.
He always tries.
Like when he was that cocky, arrogant little broccoli-haired kid hanging out with Grayson Waller, like that worked. That worked for me. I liked it. It would annoy me, but it annoyed me in a way that I enjoyed. I would keep talking about it.
It worked, but they never did anything with it. That's the problem.
That was the problem. Yeah. But the characters for both of them, I enjoyed. Yeah. I thought it was great. Like when they had Braun Strowman come out for the Waller effect or whatever it was called, as Santa Claus and all that. That was one of my favorite spots of that month.
That was good.
And they just never leaned into it enough, in my opinion. So I don't blame Austin Theory. I think the whole idea of doing the Vision was just corrupted from the start and cursed from the start, as we've seen with all the injuries and everything.
Yeah.
I think it was a bad idea. I think the curse of the Shield and every other team has come to roost.
Yep.
Also, gotta say, Danhausen did curse Logan Paul, and then just afterwards he tore his tricep.
Yeah.
So I think the curse is real.
We know the curse is real, okay? Like outside of kayfabe, we know the curse is real somehow.
It's somehow real.
Like real world implications have happened because of Danhausen's curse, and it's insane to me. But this is where we're at now, okay?
How much human monies do you think he'll need for him to curse the people I want to curse?
There are a legion of Etsy witches who have taken money to attempt what you have proposed here. And so far there has been zero effect. There is a bigger force at play in the, it's like that South Park episode with Chef, remember?
Yeah.
That kind of weird voodoo shit is what's protecting that, okay?
You know what? You're right, because it undid Danhausen's curse for one match during the finals.
Yeah.
It undid it for what was it, game 3? I think it was game 3.
It was game 3 in Madison Square Garden. Yeah.
Oh my god. Counter the dark magics.
There's a lot that we're gonna need. We're gonna need the power of America's mayor and his suit. Okay, that's what we need. Okay.
Yeah, you're right, because the Mamdani effect is starting to take hold.
Like we need that combined with like the Ewoks at the end of Star Wars after the second Death Star blows up. Like we need that kind of energy in order to counteract that pure evil. Okay.
Are we talking pre-fed Ewoks or post-fed Ewoks?
Pre-fed before, post-fed after, okay? Because we know what they eat. Oh
no. But yeah, Seth Rollins beats Braun Breaker.
Yeah. Okay, like I don't know what this means for Braun or the Vision coming out of this. But Seth, if they do another match between him and Braun, and if Braun doesn't win, because they love doing this fucking 50-50 booking. That's what they endless 50-50 booking. Braun has to win that one, or Seth needs to go for a world title again. We're gonna do Roman versus Seth at some point, and it's gonna be probably at fucking WrestleMania. That's my assumption. Okay, I just don't want to sacrifice the younger talent to get there that we have spent so much time with, being told that they are the future and ignoring that they're still on the roster right now and we could be using them better.
Yeah, well, yeah, I honestly, if they had never done the whole Vision thing, I feel like Braun right now would have been a contender against Oba in the King of the Ring.
Oh, absolutely.
For this instead of Jey.
Yeah.
Like, it's kind of wild because it does feel like they've been trying to cool him off, and people, the crowd's like, what the fuck?
Yeah,
all of us on in the IWC and in the seats are like, come on, man, show us more Braun Breaker.
Yeah, come on, dude. He does cool shit. We want to see him do cool shit. Come on.
Well, and when you think about it, like going up against Roman, going up against Oba, those type of matches make sense for him. Like, how have you not pulled the trigger on this type of shit yet?
I don't know.
That's why I hope this loss will lead to that, by him going, I got to get out of the Vision. This shit just fucking cursed.
Well, I mean, as we've seen, wins and losses do not matter at all.
Not anymore.
No, they
not
don't.
Anymore.
They really don't. It doesn't. Nobody fucking cares, booking wise, because you can lose repeatedly and still get put in a world championship match like nothing.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. But, just like our next match, Alex.
Yes, we got men's U.S. title. Trick Willie facing Ricky Saints. And, well, let's face it, okay-ish match. I felt real bad for Ricky Saints on SmackDown, ahead of this, the go-home show, the night before, not pre-recorded, obviously. But the second he made his way to the ring and got through those ropes, they were chanting, "Who the fuck are you?" And, like, come on, man. Like, he was on NXT for however long. You introduced him and you kind of treated him like a fucking joke right off the bat. Like, let's spend some time getting people to, like, know these characters and give them a reason to give a fuck about these characters.
The sad part is outside of the Penta, like the 4-way match with him, Penta, Javon, and Rusev.
Yeah.
I can't think of another good match he's been in, like that level.
I mean, he was that
not
Mello,
his
him
fault.
and Mello.
Yeah, no, and oh yeah, you're right. The match with Mello was actually really good too. But it's not outside of his own doing. No. Like, it's the booking end, because he's not a bad wrestler. Like,
no.
He might do moves where you would not see someone his size normally doing, like the spear and stuff, but he's starting to lean more into some of the more high flying stuff nowadays. So it's working a little bit more. It's working
a little bit more. It wouldn't be my direction for him. I think he should be in the vein of like Dom Mysterio, where he's just a little heel who cheats and steals his way to victories. Like, I feel like that's a better encapsulation of his character, who is, the overconfident, braggadocious
That was the 4-way match.
Yeah.
That's how he was in that. It was great.
Exactly.
He kept taking advantage of situations. It was awesome.
Yeah, kept trying to steal a fucking win, kept breaking up pins. That's the way he should be presented. Now, on the other end of the spectrum, he's facing off against Trick Williams, who got all the momentum in the world right now, is looking great. He's well positioned on the fucking card. He's getting great reactions. Everything about him makes sense. He's presented like a star. He's not the most dynamic performer, but he is more than adequate for, WWE standards.
He's growing on me in the ring more, because I think he's getting more comfortable in the ring on the main card.
Yeah.
And he was definitely the standout of this of the pairing with him and Lil Yachty for this night. I gotta say, I didn't like hearing Whose House.
No, that was what?
Yeah, I was like, Swerve's house. What?
Yeah, like not only is that his thing, like we all know it's his thing. Like you can't just be like, you're not stealing something from like some dude on the indies or whatever. That is a direct, well, not direct, an indirect competitor that is very well known for this, and he worked for that company.
Yeah, dude, I was stunned. I was literally stunned. I was like, because I said Swerve's house.
Like that, like it doesn't work the other way around.
You don't get to steal that. Like you're gonna start getting people to say Swerve's house in WWE, and WWE's not gonna be fucking happy.
No, they're not gonna be fucking. They're gonna be censoring that shit. Like it's bad enough. It's bad enough that Paige still does "This Is My House," okay, and everyone forgot that she used to do that, and now it's just her screaming it outside of London.
No.
Yeah.
But yeah, don't know why Lil Yachty decided to do that, other than maybe leaning into what we've all been saying online, that he's just the WWE's Prince Nana.
I mean, basically, he did get ejected, and then came back at the end to do an elbow drop. Not at all the people's elbow. No,
of course not.
No,
trademarked.
TM. But you know, like overall, like it's adequate match, right?
I honestly think I would have scored this higher had Yachty not been out there at all.
Yeah,
I would have preferred a clean match between the two, completely without any sort of shenanigans. I know Lil Yachty didn't really play much of a role.
No,
he gets ejected immediately.
Yeah,
but even at the aftermath, I don't know. Like, it makes you wonder. Like, do they know what they want to do with Trick? Like, do they want him to be a face? Do they want him to be a heel? Is Yachty just going to be the dude that does the heel shit for him?
It could go either way. It could go either way with that. Like, honestly, I could see them keeping Trick as a face, have Lil Yachty pull heel for him, and it be okay. You know? Like, I don't really love Lil Yachty as like a character in WWE because I feel like he's pretty boring. Just he doesn't feel like he has a personality that fits in the world, you know?
Honestly, I think it's because he's trying to be Prince Nana. I'm not even kidding, man.
Yeah, but Prince Nana is like actually boisterous, you know. He's got energy to him. He brings something to the table. Like he does a dance that like is signature to him. He hypes up the crowd, you know.
Well, here. Would you want like filet mignon or imitation filet mignon?
I mean, I would want filet mignon. I mean, come on.
Yeah, that's the difference.
Yeah,
that's the difference. Like you have a guy who has naturally created this character, and loves playing this character and has fun doing it, so he leans into it heavy. Whereas you have Lil Yachty going out there, I'm gonna be Prince Nana, but for WWE. But he doesn't know how to be Prince Nana because he didn't evolve into Prince Nana.
Yeah, like, he's just out there as like some guy
with a fanny pack.
Yeah, who says yeah and what along with music, which is out of place too when he does it. Like
sometimes he sounds gassed when he's doing it too, which is even weirder.
That's super fucking weird. Anyway, Trick gets the win. Retains.
Yeah. I think Trick would be better without him, personally.
Yeah, I think he's got enough fucking riz to handle his own, no problem.
And you know me. Like my only complaint with Trick at all ever was that he just bored me in the ring.
Yeah.
He had everything else already. Like, just had to be more comfortable in the ring, and he's getting that now. Yeah. Like, I don't know why he shouldn't have Yachty with him at all. Like, he's hindering him, in my opinion.
It feels very much like he was invited along to WrestleMania, so that way, like, you know, celebrities always come out for WrestleMania, and nobody's had the heart to be like, okay, you can go now. You know? Like, he's just the guy who's like overstaying at the party. Like, it's 3 a.m. Everybody else has left, and he's still there in your kitchen, like, still like mixing drinks and shit.
Is that why Road Dogg got fired? Because Road Dogg was like, hey, this motherfucker doesn't work for us. And Triple H was like, hey, listen here, you bald old You're not paying him.
Yeah.
You know how much I had to pay? I show speed?
Do you know how
We're
much
not paying him?
Yeah. Do you know how much we had to pay Jelly Roll's wife to get him here?
You know what?
I'm sorry, ex-wife. Soon to be ex-wife.
Soon.
Yeah.
Well, depending on when you're listening to this.
Yeah.
Well, didn't she do like an interview where she like said, yeah, I'm fucking leaving him?
Yeah, probably. I don't know. I mean, let's face it. The dude whored out his wife to fund his music career, so shouldn't be surprised about anything. Jesus.
Yeah. And the funny part is when it comes to like, I probably would never enjoy these people's company ever. Like, obviously Jelly Roll, but her as well. When it comes to character, like she has the better character of the two. Like, I would trust her with something before him.
Here's the deal, okay? We have learned and viewed Jelly Roll more than we would like to over the course of these past several years through the product of like WWE and him being featured in America's sad political landscape. I still can't tell you what his music sounds like or
it's
a name of his songs if he has any.
I can't tell you any names of songs, that's for certain, but I can tell you the difference between his old stuff and his newer stuff is that once he realized he could be famous with white people, he just started doing more country shit. So he was like, I don't have to rap, I can just sing. Oh, okay. I can do little bits of rap here and there, but never shout out the community that actually, you know, raised me up and, you know, backed me.
Well, no, that's the thing, because that's what you do is you do a bunch of like terrible shit. Say you found Jesus, and then you become super popular with the Christians.
Yeah. You can also go the Post Malone route where you just got so high, you're like, you know what, I'm gonna just do country now.
I mean, honestly, like following that dude's career is wild, because if you go back to like the shit way before he was famous, before he even started rapping, it was even like, it was just straight up like boy band pop.
Yeah.
Like dude just
all
does
over the
stuff.
spectrum.
Yeah, dude just does stuff.
Just to be able to do it. But he used to hang out with Sky Does Minecraft. Like that's how I got introduced to him.
I found out the dude was like he was like a meme picture of like that dude playing like Call of Duty wearing night vision goggles and shit. Like, Post Malone just does shit. And I'm just like, okay, whatever, Posty.
What got him big was his rap career. And then he just stopped doing that.
Yeah.
Started singing. And here we are.
Yeah, here we are. Speaking of here we are, women's US championship, Tiffy Stratz taking on Jade in probably the low point of the night.
Oh, Alex, come on now. Let's be real. The low point of the night was every time you hit a commercial.
Yeah, okay. I stand corrected. Jesus. This, like, it was okay. And then we got, like...
I wouldn't say that.
For the bell curve that is WWE, this is still passable. Up until a point, okay?
Yeah.
Like, I'm grading this on a curve. Anytime we're talking about, like, WWE, I'm grading on a curve, okay?
God damn how the mighty have fallen.
Dude, yeah. Like, we were real hype about Tiffy for a while there. Like, I was all about her run for a minute. And now it's just, like, why are you here?
Honestly, I think it's because they did not lean into her being such a hardcore wrestler. Like, she does stiff. I won't deny that. But that girl, blood happened every time that girl went out there for a while during her reign. And I loved, like, almost every match she was in. Yeah. And that isn't even when she was at, like, her beefiest. Because when you remember when she first signed and she was, like, full-on gymnastics background and just, like, a tank. Like, she was built like pure muscle. And now they've been like, okay, no, you got to slim it down.
because we want you to be presented as a woman in this context instead of, the, uber athlete that you are. And they've just like continually like reduced her to, less of an interesting performer. Like they've Flanderized her almost.
I agree. I agree completely. Because like we were talking during her reign that she was the most hardcore wrestler that WWE had at that time.
Yeah.
And it was wild to see such a hardcore wrestler coming out wearing pink and shit like that.
Yeah. Like, it was working. It was awesome.
I loved every second of it. And then she was gone for like 6 months.
Yeah.
And then after that, they just didn't do anything with her. And then they finally decided, you know what, we'll put the US belt on you.
Mm-hmm. And
I don't know. It's just, it makes sense for Jade to fall down to this level. I get that. With how they botched her run and with how she botched her run, because I'm not going to say it's all WWE, as the top dog, I understand her coming down to the United States belt. Tiffy,
no. I think what the major thing that's going against like Jade's character in the context of WWE, both in reality and in kayfabe, is that at no point in time does it feel like she wants to be there.
Agreed. And to lean into that, Piper Niven.
I saw that. Yeah,
she responded to Jade from a picture that she had posted from the match.
No, it was there was somebody on Twitter posted a clip of the Black Hole Slam. That Jade did.
Yes. Yeah.
And Jade did like a heart eyes emoji and something on there. And Piper responded with like, I give it a 5 out of 10. You didn't shift your weight to your chest. So she ends up taking the brunt of the impact, which is why she got a double bounce on her head. Hopefully that can, heal up faster and show you how to do that properly while also protecting someone.
She's like, yeah, but go ahead and cheer yourself on.
Yeah. It doesn't matter. You look good, right?
Right. That was a nasty spot too, by the way. Yeah. I did feel bad for Tiffy. That looked like that probably fucking hurt. Mm-hmm. Piper's right, and I think it does lean into more that there is animosity in the locker room against Jade. Like actual animosity outside of kayfabe and all that. Like, whether she rubbed people the wrong way when she first came in or what, because who knows? I'm not gonna. All I'd be doing is guessing. I'm not gonna do that.
Yeah, we're not gonna speculate on what her relationship is with people behind the scenes and stuff like that, because let's face it, it's a work environment. You're not gonna get along with everybody that you work with. That's fine.
Exactly.
But at the end of the day, like, rule number 1 is protect your opponent in the ring.
Mm-hmm.
That's it.
Yep. And I hate to say this, but Jade probably could have used some time in developmental before being shown to the world.
She spent
on WWE.
Yeah, she spent however many months when she first signed to the company before she was even on TV, training at the PC, as they told us. And we're seeing her progress now, but when she first debuted, we saw zero change from how she was in AEW to transferring to WWE. Like, she didn't work any differently. She's gotten better, right? Yeah. She's gotten better, and I'm not gonna knock her for trying to get better, but I feel like it doesn't make sense for Piper to be speaking out like that just out of fucking nowhere. If she's injured, you're not really angling for a storyline when you come back, right?
And this doesn't feel like heel shit to me.
No,
this feels like outside of kayfabe shit. Mm-hmm. Bleeding into the real world, because this is her only avenue right now while she's recovering to be able to speak out. She can't be in the locker room to say it straight to her face, so she's going to say it here where everybody can see it now.
It doesn't feel like something that you would have one of the writers be like, hey, Piper, post something along this lines in relationship to this match. That doesn't feel like an order from above.
No, No. Honestly, this has been going on for a minute with her against Jade. And others have done it too. Remember back in when she came out and did her "I'm a bad bitch," you know, everybody in the locker room needs to watch out and come for me when she first got the title. Like it was a cool promo, and everybody was responding, and it seemed like her promo spot might have had some real shit in there because people, the way like Piper and others were actually responding to this.
And then there wasn't any title defenses
for 100 days. Was it 100?
Like that? Yeah, it wasn't great.
Wasn't great.
No,
she had two in the beginning. She had against BFAB and Michin, and then after that,
I don't think those were actual title opportunities. I think those were just matches. Actually, I think she just beat them down. Yeah.
I take that back then.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was an awful title reign because they did nothing with her. It's like, okay. All right. Here's another gripe I have for all of you that only like to hear our gripes. I think that WWE lacks creativity so badly that they did this twice. More than twice. This is just the first two that pop into my head. Is with Jade, they really, really wanted her to go against Bianca and had no other plans, so they decided not to use her against anybody.
Yeah,
and just let her just hold the belt. They're like, "Fuck it, who cares?" Then they did the same fucking thing with Liv, as we saw with her going through the Queen of the Ring shit. Like they had no other plans outside of Stephanie Vaquer.
Yep.
And decided, you know what? How about you just hold the belt for 3 months until Queen of the Ring, and then we'll just kind of throw you in there.
I mean, let's face it, that's not the only ones we can think of on the top of my head. Julia and her entire U.S. title reign.
Yeah, that one too. It was Kiana who wrestled. It wasn't her.
Yeah.
And it was never for the belt.
Yeah. There was no point to it. There was just
like
nothing.
For all the knocks that Lyra's reign had with the IC belt, she defended that belt.
Yeah.
For all the gripes that people had with Chelsea having the US belt, Chelsea defended that belt.
There was also like stuff happening beyond that because she was like playing around with like the gimmick of being like, you know, going uber patriotic with it and stuff. Like she got, you know, her Slagents in the form of, you know, both of them not currently being on TV, one because she's gone and the other one because she's injured, but like there was at least some idea of like, oh hey, here's something that fun that we can do with this character who now has, you know, this title that's been turning into a gimmick. You know?
Yeah. I mean, Becky, the IC title.
Yeah.
For all the faults that you could probably bring up for some of those, either those matches or some of the rivalries, she defended that fucking title.
Yeah.
Like, we can look at matches multiple weeks in a row. But fuck Punk.
Yeah.
Punk fought his ass off week in and week out for that heavyweight belt.
Yeah, that was a fun run. Those were some interesting matches. Got people, you know, involved in the main event scene that, you know, we hadn't seen in the main event scene in a long time. Revitalized Finn for a while.
He literally he helped bring that idea back of a regular show where the belt could be lost.
Yeah.
That big belt. Like when he went up against Finn, I was fully sold. Like, yeah, we're in Chicago right now, but you could beat him right now.
Yeah. Like he's been running fucking till the wheels fall off on this thing. Like he's not invincible. Although, you know, in Chicago, he's invincible. Like they did. I mean, come on. They did Alan Parsons Project to fucking play him out. Come on. Of course he's fucking invincible there. Come on.
Of course.
Yeah. But leading up to it, you know, there was doubt. And there was doubt told within the context of the match.
Yeah, it was great. We didn't get that with this.
No.
With the Tiffany Stratton Jade Cargo match. None of that.
No, we got
it was
useless
a short
fucking interference.
Yeah.
That's all we got.
But by the time we get to the end of this match, BFAB and Michin have come out to try and sway the match into Jade's favor. And for some reason, Chelsea comes out from under the ring.
Because she needs friends, okay?
I'm not against it, okay?
Yeah.
I'm not against it. I just feel like this, again, we had gone pretty good with no shenanigans through this night. I feel like this was another match where we should have had just a clean win where Tiffy's like, I'm just better than you.
Yeah.
And because it still ends up happening, sure, but I don't know. I didn't need Michin and B-Fab to come out.
Mm-mm.
It seemed pointless. And then when Chelsea came out, I was like, thank God, because she can handle them on her own.
That was such a great execution on the spot with the kendo stick and it bouncing out of her hand as she tries to get in the ring. That was brilliant. I love that. But even at the end of the day, it's not a factor because how does Tiffy actually get the win? Charlotte's there and bashes Jade in with the belt.
Thank you. Yep. Yeah. Which, again, I don't think any of this needed to happen.
No.
I think this was way too much shenanigans. I understand Charlotte having some beef with Jade. Sure.
Yeah.
Tiffy could have won this clean, and I think this match would have done better.
Yeah.
Had she just won clean. Like, this didn't need to happen. Tiffy's a hardcore wrestler. Tiffy broke her teeth in a match and kept wrestling and said, fuck yeah.
Yeah.
Like, come on.
That's enough. That's enough. Look, we got triple threat.
I can keep bitching about it.
Yeah, triple threat main event, undisputed WWE Championship. Cody defending against Sami and Gunther in Saudi Arabia. God, like, I don't know how to get beyond the sheer fact of we have a triple threat where the majority of the time one guy is taken out and it's just a one-on-one match until the third man wants to get involved again. I don't like that dynamic at all, but I like this match.
Yeah, they did. I think they pulled it off better than other matches
than usual
do. Yeah. When it comes to that, because you could at least semi-explain why there'd be gaps of just only two of them at a time. A little bit more.
Yeah.
It wasn't just watching him just sit there and wait and shit as much.
Yeah. God, there wasn't as... sometimes the fucking FNL is just being like, okay, I can see the third person waiting in position right now. They're on top. They're on the turnbuckle. They're just waiting for you guys to get there. And there was a lack of that in this match, thankfully. God.
Yes, because it would have pulled from this match for sure. There's no way around it because the three different styles of wrestling going on at the same time there, I could understand that happening.
Yeah.
Oh my God. They all three of them wrestle so differently from each other. They all pair against each other really well.
Yes.
But it's when it comes to a triple threat, you just never know. And I think the writing was on the wall with this match, in my opinion. The moment that Gunther said that he could discount Sami Zayn, he was just kind of there.
Come on, fucking Sami beat you before, dude. He's been one of the people that has been able to beat you handily before.
Yeah, because he just kept getting up. We remember those matches, those back and forths with them, and Sami just kept coming out on top.
Yeah, and God, I cannot put over how much I loved Gunther getting up to do the power bomb and Sami turning it into a sunset flip.
Yeah, that was awesome.
My God, that could have been the finish right there for me.
I agree completely. But still, I like that this kept going on more because I do feel like this helped kind of salvage to some degree how SmackDown has been. This might actually could lead to more storytelling. But I have a theory. I have a theory about this. Okay, I will get to it in a sec.
Yeah.
I gotta say, Gunther looked great out there.
Yes.
Sami also looked amazing out there. I think this is probably the best he's been in a bit. Cody, while still great, was more of kind of just there.
I have a counterpoint to that. I do enjoy one aspect about Cody in this was that they seem to be testing some new wrinkles to his game because they did do like a double crossroads here.
They did, yeah.
You know, like, okay, we're trying some different stuff out with Cody. There was also not a lot of back-to-back crossroads where he's spamming his finish and people kicking out of it, you know, at 2. Like, no, like, there wasn't kickouts of the crossroads over and over again. This one, there was refs being pulled. There was pins being broken up. They're rebuilding it as an actual finisher again, which, honestly, it needs to be done.
I agree. I think the haluva kick also has gotten its power back.
Yeah.
Because it used to do a little bit of damage and then nothing, but now it seems like, okay, their brains are rocked for a little bit. You got some time.
Yeah.
You cemented that CT in there enough.
The Blue Thunder Bomb still just, you know, it's good for a 2 count, nothing more.
Yeah. But I also expect that of that at this point, and I think it would be weird if it ended a match now for him.
Yeah.
For someone like Takeshita, I would say no, that could definitely end a match.
Yeah. I mean, it's Takeshita, Jesus. He makes everything look money.
Yeah. But we did get, for once, a pin against a champion inside of a triple threat, instead of having the champion be on the side, not being pinned, but still losing the belt so they don't look weak.
Yeah. And clean.
Clean.
A clean win, which, Jesus, that almost never happens anymore, particularly in Cody Rhodes' case. Because even with his defenses, there has been, you know, some murkiness to it, to say the least.
Oh, yeah. I mean, come on. Heaven forbid you be a general and put your foot under the rope, which would end a pin count, and the ref, how dare he not see it?
Yeah.
How dare he?
But, okay. Let's cover, like, some of the rumors surrounding this match that have popped up. Number one was originally the intention was for Sami to win it at Saudi Arabia at WrestleMania coming up.
I don't think that's true.
Yeah. Who knows?
I don't agree with that one, but maybe, sure. Yeah. That there could be some credence to that because of a different rumor that I also prescribe to.
I'm all yours.
I think that Sami won the belt to get squashed to Brock Lesnar.
Oh.
So that Oba will be forced to face Brock Lesnar for the belt because he's going to want to beat Brock Lesnar at SummerSlam.
That's not bad.
The reason I hate it, though, Alex, is because it sounds so predictable, and there's something they'll do.
Yeah. I mean, let's face it. I mean, Kofi got his big title win, and then Brock showed up, and it's like, no, it's over.
I was just going to say that. He's going to do one F5 and pin him, just like he did to Kofi.
Oh, God, I really hate that idea.
But it sounds so WWE.
I know. It, like, WWE just content farming and just being like, hey, here's a moment we can get people excited about. Let's make the most of it. Sami finally gets the win after, 10 years in the company. He's finally done it. Like, let's bask in this for a week. And then it's
all
over.
of Dusty's boys.
Yeah,
all of Dusty's boys.
Yeah, all of Dusty's kids. All the kids, not just the boys. All the kids.
Yeah, all the kids. Yep. All the kids. They've all now attained the top belt. He has completed his journey. He may rest.
Yeah, God. He can finally dream.
But how do you feel about that, though?
I don't love it, honestly. We have always been of the mind of, like, Brock Lesnar is a great performer. Keep him away from the show because we don't like him as a person. That's the way it is. Like, he's a great contribution to the business, but I hate him as a person. I don't want to see him. That's kind of where I'm always going to be with him. Like, I don't care what cockamamie, stupid storyline you cook up with him. I just don't want to see him. And
exactly.
There's also the rumor I saw circulating, leading up to Night of Champions, is that CM Punk was going to show up at the next Raw in Chicago, and then he was moving to SmackDown to feud with Cody Rhodes. And that was something I was more interested in seeing, simply because we've been teased the Cody and Punk feud the entire time that Punk has been back.
Yeah, I actually, I was leaning into that one too. I was like, that would be fun.
Yeah.
Now that can't really happen unless you're going to go with like a Sami Zayn match, and give him 2 weeks with the belt.
Or we get, we get the CM Punk and Ska Boy dynamic.
Yeah, Mr. Straight Edge and Mr. Ska Boy.
I mean, that face-off that they had leading up to getting that match at WrestleMania, like that was electric. That was good shit there. They have great chemistry together, and I wouldn't hate it at all. I would be here for it.
I would be too. I don't know if they're going to move him over, though, at this point. He kind of was one of the flagship wrestlers for Raw.
Yeah, he is, but let's be honest, Raw's got a lot of star power right now.
Oh, it does. It does. I agree with that. I don't know. I could see it happening still, him still getting moved to SmackDown, but without Cody having the belt, I don't see why he'd even go after Cody right now.
Exactly. That's the thing. Okay, how do you build that story? Because Cody without a belt is fine. Yeah. I think he is more interesting on the chase, hands down. He always has been. But he's not a terrible champion. He's a great face for the company. He's a great, ambassador for WWE as a brand. It makes them feel less evil with someone like Cody Rhodes being the flagship. It just is.
Yeah.
He's great PR. But without the belt, I feel like he can do more interesting storytelling.
Well, I feel like we actually can see the character evolve a bit.
Yeah.
His character had to evolve a lot between 39 and 40 during, from the loss and having to chase again. So I agree. My worry is WWE.
That's the worry that we always have. It's just how are they gonna fuck this up? That's what it always ends up being. I want the shows to be good. I want the shows to be entertaining. I want to like the shows, but there is always a part of me, ever since the Vince era, post that, and the afterglow of Triple H taking over creative, of being I'm always worried they're gonna fuck it up. That's what it is. It's the Larry David aspect of it. It's how is this has gone well? How is it going to turn the shit?
Exactly. Because my biggest worry is now that he doesn't have the belt on him, it might just sideline him.
Yeah,
and then by the time we see him again, he's just going to be a mid-carder again.
Which it can go two ways, because him being gone could be good, because there's definitely a vocal contingent of the fan base that's Cody's so boring, and it's just because they've gotten too used to him being around, and having him away for a period of time could help distance make the heart grow fonder, all that kind of bull. It could be what he needs right now, is just to be away for a while, and that's okay.
Yeah,
it's okay.
Yeah, I'd be fine with it. My worry is with how they've changed how the company itself has changed when it comes to bringing the product forward to the consumer.
Yeah.
There is not enough time to tell enough storylines for everyone to get camera, which has always been the case.
Yeah.
Sure. But it's so bad now.
Yeah.
It's so bad that this triple threat match, the storyline for this match started basically a week or two ago.
Basically, yeah.
Normally these type of storylines, you have some real lead up, a month or two.
Well, that's because
there's nothing.
That's because, let's face it, they only treat I would say 4 PLEs as a big deal. We get Rumble, WrestleMania, SummerSlam, and a fourth one, given wherever the story is at any point in time. It could be Money in the Bank, it could be Survivor Series, what have you.
The last few have been Survivor Series, in my opinion.
Yeah, they've been the more interesting ones as far as what could happen from it. But the rest of them are just kind of their B-level shows, where it's we can do whatever here and nobody's gonna really fuck care.
I feel because of the fact they treat every bit of their product, whether it be just a regular show or a PLE, that it's more meant for advertisements than for wrestling.
Yeah.
and for wrestling related stuff like promos, that we don't get actual storytelling anymore. And so like someone like Cody, where you need that storytelling, where that's like one of his strongest points is for selling his character, is that the story of the chase and all that. Like, and for any other, like if they end up doing like sidelining Cody Rhodes like that and giving him less, screen time and everything, imagine what it's going to be like for any other mid-carder that's trying to get screen time.
Oh, dude, it's gonna be fucking possible, because let's face it, his face is on so many different brands that they have deals with right now. You think Wheatley's Vodka is gonna be, super happy that their spokesperson isn't being featured on TV? What's the Drumsticks isn't gonna want to see their boy, the golden boy, Cody Rhodes on TV. Minute Maid. All those fuckers are gonna be like, okay, what do we got? Jey Uso now? That's who we got?
Yeah. Turn up the juice or whatever it is they say in that commercial.
Yeah, whatever they fuck.
I don't even know what they say. But yeah, like it's a real issue because we're seeing a lot of wrestlers not only not get enough screen time to even be in a ring, but they don't even get to do promos half the time. They might just get to plank there. Like
a lot of the promos that are, the ones that are developing people's characters are the ones during commercial breaks that we don't even get to see.
Exactly. And it's annoying.
Yeah.
Which is part of the reason why I think Night of Champions was hurt real bad, was because of the fact that we didn't get any real storytelling. We still got some good matches.
We got good matches, and we got correct results, I would say.
Yes. Yeah.
To make stories happen.
Yes. But big caveat with that, WWE creativity just doesn't give a shit, because they'd rather, or I should say, I shouldn't even say WWE creativity, but WWE TKO, the company, they care more about advertisements than they do anything else that's related. If they could have this be a 3-hour block of just advertisements only and no wrestling, anything wrestling related, they would do it.
Here's the deal. Here's the flat out deal. The vast majority of the audience that WWE is catering to now is not the ones that are watching the week-to-week shows and the big PLEs. Okay, that's not the audience that they're catering to. They're catering to the advertisers, and the rest of it is meant for the content farm. It's for their YouTube page. It's for their TikTok. It's for their Instagram. It's for their Twitter. It is not for people who are actually sitting there watching the actual show.
Exactly.
I am dreading the day that TKO decides, hey, we're not going to be a touring show anymore. We're going to do, our NXT TNA style thing where we're going to have one location that you can come to and watch our show.
I think that will happen, and I don't think it'll be in America. I think it'll be in Saudi Arabia.
It could be Saudi Arabia. It could be... Who the fuck cares? It could be in Orlando, Florida, if it's going to be, in the States. Because, let's face it, even if they were doing it in Saudi Arabia, there'd be fucking visa issues and all that kind of fuck. And they don't want to deal with that headache. Too many wrestlers live in Florida.
God. Yeah, a lot of them do, actually. Yeah. But I think you're right, though. I think it is going to get to that point because they don't care. They don't even do house shows anymore, really.
They did some for the European tour, and I think they announced there might be some more during the holiday season, because they like to do those holiday live events. But
they used to do them
year round,
all the time.
Yeah.
One of my most favorite wrestling shows I've ever been to was a WWE house show.
Yeah.
Like, it's astounding to me. I can guarantee you, though, if they could figure out a way to just do a big picture of just advertisements playing through the entire show and have a little tiny picture-in-picture showing you the wrestling match, they would just do that.
Yeah, you notice how for the show on Night of Champions, the ring mat only had the Riyadh season advertisement on the mat?
I did. Yeah.
No Dodge Ram, no Minute Maid, no General Insurance, no Raids, Shadow Legends, none of that, just Riyadh.
Either because Riyadh didn't want any of those around theirs, Saudi Arabia, or the other way around, none of them wanted to be around that.
My money's on Riyadh had enough money to be like, you're not putting anybody else on there.
I agree.
Yeah.
I agree. Because if you can get Sami to wrestle in Saudi Arabia, and you can get Punk to wrestle in Saudi Arabia, then you definitely got enough money to be thrown around and say, hey, you don't need any other advertisements. Fuck off.
Other things that happened with WWE this week. New tag champs, Street Profits up. Yep. Good. It's gonna take that. Yeah, happy with that. It's gonna take more than that though to revitalize your tag division.
Yeah, but they are good helm bearers, I guess. To steer, they're the ones that steer the wheel. I'd be happy if they were the ones to actually revitalize it itself.
They are a team that you can build a division around. I absolutely agree.
And this is their 5th time holding the belts now.
Yeah, I think something like that. 4th or 5th. Yeah.
So good on them. I agree though. It's a big uphill battle to bring back that tag division after 2 years of doing all with it.
Yeah. I mean, they've never cared about it, but doesn't matter. We also got a surprise heel turn from Lyra after taking a pin. Decides she's going to take it out on Bayley because she lost.
Yeah, I think there was this is a storyline that is suffering from the fact there's not enough TV time for everyone.
Yeah. There should be, but there's not.
Yeah. I feel like you could have sold this to better, WWE. Yep. I'm not against her being a heel. You need to sell us on it. You can't just do it.
Yeah. Beyond that, we also had the breakup of the MFTs on a pre-recorded SmackDown.
Yep.
So, Solo's going back to Bloodline shenanigans, or both the Tongas are. I don't know. I don't care what happens to them at this point.
Neither do I. They're just pandas now to me.
They weren't even painted up for the show.
They weren't.
Yeah.
They weren't. They were bald pandas.
Yeah. But Rey Fenix did get a match on the show.
Yes, he did. Yeah.
Good match. Nathan Frazier.
I like that there's who the fuck is that guy? I do like that he's starting to get more TV time on SmackDown, where they had him on SmackDown for a year and did nothing with him.
Yeah.
And then Undertaker was like, bring him here.
Yeah.
Give me him real quick.
Give me the lost child. Let me show you what you can do.
Yeah. Let me remind you that this man has history as one of the best luchadors on the planet.
Yeah.
Like
a couple years where he won the award for best high flyer.
Yeah.
In general.
Yeah. Yeah. Not as a tag, on his own.
On his own. Yeah. Also on the pre-recorded SmackDown, we had a re-debuting Blake Monroe again.
Yeah.
Sneak attacking Julia.
I feel like this is just Groundhog Day, Alex.
Yeah. Just okay.
What will be very telling is, do we get a pre-recorded thing from her next week saying she's coming soon? Because if we get that again, then they're not doing shit with her, and this is all we're getting.
If they do another segment where she's in a bubble bath in her Florida townhouse again, I'm gonna lose my shit.
It's gonna happen. I'm telling you right now. Rinse and repeat. You have her do some shit behind the scenes to someone, then you get 3 weeks of the bubble bath.
Yeah,
or something related.
Or
then she
diary.
comes back out and does it again. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And then she comes out, does something behind stage again that's not in the ring. Then they're gonna do 3 weeks again. And it's Groundhog Day, Alex. It's Groundhog fucking Day.
It's Groundhog fucking Day. Oh God. Look, before I want to touch on some AEW stuff before we get there though. I didn't talk about this with Night of Champions ahead of time. What the fuck was with the audio?
The audio was weird.
It was so weird.
Yeah, it was a little reverby.
It was reverby, it was echoey, it was tinny at times. Sometimes it was just something completely out of left field. Like, I swear I was hearing little kids in the front row over everything else.
You were. No, those kids were screaming at such a high decibel. Even if they did try to mute them, there was no getting around hearing it.
Yeah.
Those kids, especially when EO was out there.
Yeah.
When EO came out, all those kids were like, they all screamed at the highest pitch they could. I don't know who was handling sound mixing, but I felt like they kept the audio on the cameras, like the live audio camera feed, high for no reason.
There was, during the main event, like Cole's mic completely crapped out, and Corey Graves handed over his headset so we could hear Michael Cole.
Yeah, that was also weird because you hear him come into the distance of the mic.
Yeah.
And Cole had multiple times where he would talk even earlier in the night and it would cut out on him.
Yeah.
Or the audio would drop drastically and you could barely hear him.
Yeah, it's like, I swear I was hearing advertising while we were just getting shots of like inside the arena at certain points. It was bad.
It was weird. It was definitely off. Cole had an underwater sound effect added to him.
Yeah.
Here and there.
Something was rough. Like, I don't know if it was just like the road crew or some they didn't have enough time to actually set up the arena properly. Who the fuck knows? I thought the whole purpose of them going to Europe and pre-recording SmackDown was having enough time to get set up.
Alex, I can't believe I didn't think of this sooner.
What?
It was probably the electronic warfare devices that were set up in and around throughout Saudi Arabia to stop the Shahed drones from Iran coming in.
That's a good point.
Because that shit fucks with everything.
Yeah. Nothing fucks you up more than having articles of impeachment filed against you. Much like Linda McMahon over at the Department of Education, just like hours before this show.
Yeah. I was working and that popped up in my Reddit when I took a break and I was like, whoa, what?
Yeah, I did not see that coming.
People are such pieces of shit in this administration. I did not expect anyone to get articles of impeachment against them. What? And she's been the quietest of the bunch.
I know.
Her evil is being done in such a quiet way that, like, you would think that she wouldn't be the first target, but I understand because she's quiet about her evil.
Yeah, like the most we've seen about her was when she called it A1 and not AI. And like, that's it. Like, the rest of her stuff has been very quiet.
Well, Alex, she was the one who kept quiet about the Ring Boys, right? So
yeah,
it makes sense why this would go under the radar so heavily. She's good at what she does.
At being quiet and doing evil shit. Yeah.
Yeah. She's like, no. Barry Body's 6 feet. We're wearing 12.
No, 12. God. Anyway, Forbidden Door is right around the corner. We'll cover that next week, basically, because it hasn't happened yet. Very excited for it. It's, the least Forbidden Door, as we've talked about, because of visa issues. Thank you, administration. But it's AEW. They do not take lightly that you are spending money on their shows. You're going to get a damn show. I'm all here for that. And beyond that, Darby Allin spending his honeymoon in a steel cage. Congratulations to Darby for tying the knot over the weekend. I saw clips of some of the wrestlers having a wonderful time in Seattle, celebrating, including Brody chopping the shit out of Darby's dad on the dance floor.
I saw that. I fucking saw that. That was so good.
Oh man.
I'm excited for Forbidden Door. I'm like, especially with like the triple threat match we had on Dynamite between Death Riders and Brodito and Mystico.
Oh, God,
where
Mystico fucking rules,
dude, for real. And Brody, dude, he did that rope trick with the
Mox and Claudio, and Claudio being just like the best. Like, just the best, like being prepared and making sure it gets executed and safely, and then selling for it. Just like, dude's too fucking good. Like, oh God.
Great spot. Which that match alone got me hyped for it. And then obviously, like Ospreay with ELP and everything. Like,
dude, that was so. Oh God, that
great match.
Suplex stunner The reverse suplex stunner was so sick.
I am surprised I didn't see teeth get spit out. Like I thought I was going to.
Mm-hmm.
I'm excited for Forbidden Door. By the time y'all hear this, obviously Forbidden Door will have happened.
Yes.
Feel free to comment anything you want about Forbidden Door in the comments below, because we will have seen it.
Yes.
Like, I'm gonna put it on once we're done, basically.
Yeah. God, there's so many matches to get hyped for. I think the sleeper hit is gonna be Tekla versus Starlight Kid.
Yeah. That one's gonna be good. I'm excited to see Takeshita battling against the Don Callis family now
in a steel cage.
Yeah. I think that's the I mean I know that's the one we're supposed to be hyped for, but it's really just because I like that Takeshita's basically in the conglomerate now. Like, I
mean, they presented him with the JanSport. I mean, it's official.
It's official. And I love that. God, when Orange Cassidy's like, we're gonna come out and think this guy's gonna put his belt inside his JanSport. I know this guy's gonna.
I love the ongoing joke of Roddy wearing it around his waist but still carrying the backpack. So good.
But yeah, I think Takeshita, seeing him battle against the Don Callis family, because I'm hoping to see, I shouldn't even say hoping, I know we're going to see some storytelling with it being probably hard at first for him to want to beat up some of his old family members, and then slowly get into
Kyle. Probably just Kyle. That's the only one he's gonna have reservations about. Andrade and MJF are probably gonna have more than one occasion where they're gonna bump heads in there.
Oh yeah,
and fucking Darby in the steel cage. He's gonna do something fucking crazy, as usual.
Wait, God, I can't wait. Like, really, my big thing is I want to see everybody else just fighting, and MJF and Darby be like, y'all get away. It's just us now.
Yeah, it's just us. There's gonna be a headlock takeover, like through a table.
Yeah, right. Thank you.
Yeah,
and it won't end the match. It's just to fucking do it.
It's just gonna they love that callback. Oh God,
I can't wait.
Yeah,
but comment down below what your favorite Forbidden Door match was.
Yes, please do. Just real quick before we wrap up, we gotta talk about Bully Ray opening up his stupid mouth and people coming for him. Because
he thinks he can he thinks he can beat up Mox.
He thinks he can beat up Mox, knowing he is posting this on like Twitter, and Mox barely has a phone. Okay. I don't think he actually carries one. I think Renee keeps one in his name for him.
I swear, like, I honestly think Bully Ray means a real fight, not like a match. Like, I think that old drunk actually wants to fight Mox. Like, what?
I don't know where he. Everybody coming for him made me so happy. Josh Barnett being the first one, being like, "Hey man, if you want to like throw some weight around, why don't you get it on the mat with someone like me, who can actually show you how things are done in this business." Bully responding to that, like trying to make it a work and turn it into a match, was hilarious. And then Joey Janela just being like, "You know what? Fuck this, Bully. I'm going to call you out on all the shit that I've seen and had to deal with with you setting me on fire, with you being a drunk piece of shit in New Jersey, buying 22-year-old girls shots and hitting on them and being a scumbag. You, Bully. So hard." That's so fucking great.
He even said the bar.
Yeah, he did.
DJs?
Yeah, something like that.
DJs or something like that. Like, yeah. Apparently, there's a lot of stories to be had about Bully Ray selling shots to young women.
Yeah. Oh, God
damn. I would love to see that real fight, not a match. I'd love to see that fight because I do believe that Mox would destroy him. He'd be like, "Oh, this isn't kayfabe. We're actually fighting." Oh, bet.
Like, okay, here's the deal with Mox, right? Like, he does. Some people rag on him for doing like the jujitsu and not being like amazing at it, and I'm like, the dude's a fucking wrestler, okay? Like,
yeah,
Like, who cares? You know, this is what he's doing as like a fucking side quest and you know. But Bully is a 54-year-old man who used to take insane bumps in ECW for a fucking hot dog and a promise of a paycheck at some point. Okay?
Yeah.
Like, the dude's beat up to fuck. He was embarrassing as fuck TNA. He tried running solo, and the only time he was ever a magnet was when he was in a tag team, and Spike Dudley was more over than him.
One of the replies he got was them showing one of the matches from TNA where him and Spike are meant to do the 1D, and Bully misses by a garden mile.
Yeah, God.
And they're like, "This you?
Yeah.
This is what you plan to bring to the table?"
Mm-hmm. God, I saw a clip of Busted Open this week where he's praising Jey Uso for being out of breath. Like, how hard are you glazing WWE? Like, what do those legends' paychecks look like? Where you're trying to convince me Jay being out of breath because he's overeated himself is a good thing for his promo.
I mean, he is a 54-year-old drunk man who has collected all the CTE. He's the Pokemon master of CTE. I don't expect him to be able to look at a Jey Uso promo where he's gulping for air and see like a bad thing. Alex, it's because of the goldfish syndrome. He has the memory of a goldfish. He sees gulping. He's like, "Oh, that's what I do."
Yeah, that's what I do. I have to try and gasp for air like a fish out of water, like a mud skipper out on the beaches of New Jersey because I passed out there because I drank myself to blackout status and then kept going.
I feel like he'd be the type of guy that would mix up his suntan lotion bottles of which one has the alcohol in it and which one's just suntan lotion.
Yeah.
And they just say, "Yeah, it tastes good enough."
Yeah, close enough. It still gets you fucked up, right?
Yeah.
God. On a happier note, congratulations to Evil Uno for booking that 24-hour-long battle royal and raising a decent chunk of change to battle cancer. So,
yeah.
Thank you, Evil Uno, for putting some good out in the fucking world. Jesus.
Very good. Very evil.
Yes. God, love it. Also shout out AJ Styles supporting his son and his son making his debut and him being able to count the pinfall for him too. That was cute.
That was fun.
Yeah.
Ref is totally corrupt for letting that happen. I call
I mean, yeah, come on.
But the kids' style clash looked good.
Yeah,
it looked good.
Dude,
I liked it.
Phenomenal forearm he did from the barricade on the outside looked good too.
Yeah, it did. Yeah, it was fun. I was excited. Like, AJ's just living his best fucking life right now as a retiree.
Yeah.
You know, like, just let him. He's wearing like the stuff he didn't get to wear when he wanted to wear it, like from 2003 and 2004.
Oh, he's just digging into his old TNA closet.
Yeah, that's what I mean. He didn't get to wear this stuff when he wanted to. So like he's getting to do it now. So he's doing it. And he's just living his best dad life.
Dude, him and fucking Sting just raising, these quiet generational talents is what I'm hoping for, just their boys, quietly building up the repertoire, ironing out the kinks, figuring out, what their style is going to be. And then one day just let them explode onto the fucking scene.
Hell yeah.
Meanwhile, Scott Steiner's son is, playing football and looking like a freak.
Genetic freak at that.
9 days a week.
That's some good Steiner math right there.
Yeah, it is. Oh, God. But that's going to do it for us this week. Thank you so much for joining us. Sound off in the comments below all about, Forbidden Door and your impression of Night of Champions. Like, we're not the end all be all by any means. I'm sure plenty of you had fantastic time. Even if you didn't watch the whole show and you just watched the whole thing on TikTok, I understand.
Yeah. Actually, let us know which way you think is better, through TikTok or actually watching it.
Yeah, please, because I might resort to that.
I might too. It's what I do for SmackDown.
It's fucking rough. But we'll see you next week. Until then, remember, like, comment, share, subscribe, do the engagement, hit all the buttons. We really appreciate it. Hit the links in the description below for our merch store, our Discord, our subreddit, all the places you can find us online at Night Off Pod, everywhere. Only thing left to do, Derek, is say goodnight.
Buenas noches, campeones.
Is that a shout out to Dirty Down?
It is.
Yeah, hell yeah.
Yeah. Love you guys.